What's going on, people? Welcome to the YouTube channel. Thank you guys for joining me today. For those of you who don't know, I'm a police officer from the UK. I review police related content on the internet, and today we're going to be looking at a video which shows who I believe to be Brazilian police officers dealing with an individual in a street fight type situation and how someone ends up getting knocked out. Without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. So as you can see here, you've got this large man who's approaching the officer again and again. I don't know Brazil, so I've got no idea what he's saying, but it seems like the officers who are trying to keep him back. He's a big boy, he looks aggressive, he's trying to get into their face. He doesn't appear to be listening to them. Our officer decides to take a look over his left shoulder, plants his feet, and bang, spots the guy in the face, knocking him out onto the floor. Right, first of all, in the UK, is this legal? I'm going to say, depending on the situation, yes, this could be legal. It all goes down to the officer's perception. It all goes down to any individual's perception of immediate unlawful personal violence. If you, even a civilian, a firefighter, a nurse, a dentist, a shopkeeper, a teacher, if someone's approaching you and you're telling them again and again, move back, you're making me feel intimidated, please just move back from me, give me a bit of space, I feel like you're going to attack me, can you just move back please, can you move back? And they're coming back to you. I don't know what this black dude was saying. If he was saying something like, I'm going to knock your head off, I'm going to knock you out, and you thought, actually, you know what, based on his body language or what he's saying, it doesn't have to be both. It's a lot more clear cut if it is both. But it doesn't have to be both. If he's coming towards you and you feel, actually, I'm going to be subject to immediate unlawful personal violence, a preemptive strike is covered under common law, which is the right for you to defend yourself. This police officer may, in the UK, he'll be using Section 3 of the Criminal Law Act, which means he'll be using as much force as is reasonable in the circumstances to effect the arrest of an offender, suspected offender, or someone unlawfully at large. He'll be using as much force as is reasonable. The reasonable is the big thing there, because knocking someone out, a jury's going to have to decide if that's reasonable or not. It could be for a public order offence, it could be for being drunk and disorderly in a public place, or it could simply be for common assault. However, you've got to ask yourself, how reasonable is it for you to be knocking someone out for those types of offences before trying something else? At the end of the day, the reason why you have your pepper spray on you is so that you don't need to be knocking people out and giving them concussions. Remember, you're going to be hitting them once, that's going to be shaking up the brain and doing some naughtiness to the brain, and then they're going to hit the ground quite hard, and there's going to be a lot more naughtiness caused to their brain when they hit the ground again that second time. My point is, punching someone like that can be reasonable depending on the circumstances. Would I do that in that situation? Not a chance I'll do it in that situation. Unless this person had shown some aggression beforehand, and before they've had that interaction with me, they've been going up to people and they've been punching things, they smashed the window, or he's turned around and said to me, officer, I'm gonna knock you out, I'm gonna kill you. Right now, not next week, not tomorrow, not when I see you on the street, right now I'm gonna knock you out. I've had plenty of times where I've had a drunk person just moving into my face, and I haven't decided to be punching anyone up. The only time I punched someone is in one of my previous videos. As I mentioned, I had a dude who had attacked his parents with a knife, ran into the kitchen to grab another knife, and when I stopped him, he's gone to pick up a hammer and try and attack me with it. I gave him a cheeky right hook, and that cheeky left hook, and that sent him into a shelf. That's the only time I've punched someone, and it was effective on that occasion. However, punching people in the face like that, try and use your kit. You've got it for a reason. You've got your taser, you've got your pepper spray, you've got jumping on him and grabbing him, you've got your primary control skills. One thing what I would say is, if they did jump on him and grab him, his friends might become emboldened and think they can have a wrestle with you, which can put them in a situation because they have firearms. The one thing what I don't have to worry about in the UK, being a regular beat Bobby, a regular response officer, is someone taking my gun and shooting me in the head with it, which he has to consider. He needs to worry about weapon retention, so he needs to be worried about keeping people at bay. But he can still take a step back, he can spray, he can withdraw himself and try and use some tactical communications to try and calm it down. But a key thing which everyone commented on this video is that police in Brazil don't play. I'm not sure if the officer will face any disciplinary action because of this. I know that if it was me, even if it was deemed to be legal, me punching this person, knocking them out, my supervisor would be like, whether that's legal or not, please do not be going around punching people in the head anymore. That's not the type of thing that we like in the UK. I'm sure a lot of my American officers would get the same kind of reaction from their supervision if they were knocking people out left and right. But a lot of people are saying that Brazil is just simply a different place to the UK and the Western world in general. You can't go around getting into officers' face like you can get away with in other countries. And I think that's why when a lot of these people pretend to be brave and I'm like, oh, look how brave I am, I'm going to get into the officer's face and call them a pig. It's not that impressive because you know I'm not going to do anything. You know, I've embraced the pig. The reason in the top corner of my video you've got a pig, part of it's actually covered the watermark logo from the company what I use the free editing software from. But the reason why is because when people call me a pig, it's very unlikely I'm going to do anything about it. So I just embrace it. My family come from Jamaica. Try and call a Jamaican police officer a pig and see if your jaw's in the same place. I'm not saying that's good. I'm just trying to say it's not that impressive. Oh, look how hard I am. I'm going up to the police and getting into their face. Try that in Brazil and you will get a different result. Thank you guys for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be back with another one soon. Peace.